So yes, this is entitled Fear. Matt Taibbi said in an interview with Chris Hedges that people want dry, dispassionate, truthful news without commentary, much in the way of the old standard of reporting from days ago. Maybe that's so, at least in the actual reporting of the news. There also seems to be a desire for emotional, almost over-the-top commentary on news as displayed on so many YouTube channels, and now that seems to be a driver in mainstream news reporting as well. The Russiagate story seems to be very emotionally driven. It is certainly devoid of facts or built on cherry-picked and inaccurate information. News that implicates Donald Trump in any scandal or bad behavior seems to be an entire news industry unto itself. News being used very loosely here. Fear-based reporting and emotionally based facts seem to be the order of the day, right? Like half the country is racist. Half the country is white supremacist. And this is the currency of our new cultural language. Fear. The fear of Trump. The fear of racism or being called racist. The fear of sexism or being called sexist. The fear of bad things and bad people, of terrorists and Russians and coronavirus, of death, of the wild, of being uncomfortable, of death, of the wild, of nature, of spiders or bears, of everything. Fear of truth. I have questions about the reality of a Biden presidency. Well, you can't ask those questions because there's a boogeyman on the other side. I have questions about how Biden got the nomination over Bernie. Well, you can't ask those questions. Not now. I have questions about Kamala Harris and her true intentions. Well, you can't ask those questions because of racism or the boogeyman or Russians. You're a bad person for asking questions, for wanting to know the truth. Truthers are bad. Fairness is more important than truth, even when it's not fair to others. See how that works? It's got to be fair in the way that we say, not in the way that you do it. What's that you say? That's not fair? Maybe you're a bot. Maybe you're not real. How you feel isn't real, if we say so. The only thing that matters is that you believe what we tell you is real. That's the new truth. What we say is real, and there is no other reality. And if you believe, you might live forever. You might get rich and live forever. You might get so rich you never have to hurt again. You might get so rich you never have to die. Good people believe in the system. Good people never question too hard because that would be uncouth. Good people just move on and let it go because that's what they learned in yoga class. Good people just stay positive and are successful and have money and jobs and things and never question where those things come from unless they're liking a meme on Instagram about child slave labor. But they go on buying and supporting those things because to really get upset about those things or to talk about those things and question our reality is to go over the edge, to make people uncomfortable, and we can't have that. I want to believe our leaders are doing something about climate change because I don't want to be responsible. I don't want to change. I want to think that buying an electric car and takeout in a better box is better for the environment, just as long as I can continue buying things. And I don't really care. Somehow, I know it's all too late, and I just want to keep consuming and being a good person by consuming because that's what's good. That's what good people do. If you say you want people to stop having babies and quit their jobs and grow their own food, that's probably racist anyways. Trump is clearly a bad man and a racist, but don't you ever say Biden is a bad man. Don't you dare. Because if he's bad, we have nothing left to believe in, and that's a worse fate than having Trump. The ability to go back to brunch and continue buying endless crap from Target is what we all want, and you're pissing all over our good time with your truth and your questions. So please, I want to go back to brunch in the movies and regular life again until the world becomes a smoking, gray, lifeless planet. And I'm fine if you censor all those lunatics on social media trying to question my comfort. They were getting in the way of my good time. Hey, there are many ways that you can support this channel: PayPal, Venmo, Square, Bitcoin, Ethereum. All the links are in the description box below. You can also support me on Patreon for as little as $1. I post all the live streams there, so you can watch the full live streams